Do you ever just let your mind wander still? But like purposely? Does that make sense? Intentionally, like setting time aside to let it just float, just wander. I was going to say, I really like that. I enjoy that, but you all know I do. Okay, so we were talking this morning, and I don't know how to spit out where this little seed started. It was like I wanted salt. And then I was like, I started eating, and I should not because they're processed. But it's a, as good as it gets kind of crap eating thing where it's these like protein crisps. But they have flavor on them that I love, which is likely just the salt and the sugar, even though I don't know that it has sugar in it, but it has flavor, spice. Like I like spice, right? And I'm like, I don't even necessarily care about the crisp itself, even though it's like, well, it doesn't matter. The point is, I'm really just craving that, right? And then I recalled when I was little, I used to like that a little all the way up until probably mid-20s and still today, but it's less and less. I put salt in my hand, like good sea salt or, flakes of salt. And I like to lick my finger and dip it in the salt and then put it on my tongue. And I keep doing this because I very much enjoy salt and just plain, right? Or flavored, right? Like that's really all I want. It's not all the food we intake with it. It's not all that. But we often do eat that food because we're addicted to the salt or the sugar or whatever's in it that is keeping us coming back for more. And because our body doesn't need it or desire it, it's the drug that we've inserted. Okay, anyway, can we get back to the right? So we started going on. I just was letting my mind wander. And as I was thinking of how I like the salt, and then I was thinking about water, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if I was a mermaid in one life. Like I still love to swim in the salt and the salt water. And then I thought, I wonder if that happened, like, isn't there a myth or there's some, and this could be all wrong, but I think there's some myth that mermaids used to come up to land and they would even marry and have children, but at some point they always wanted to go back to the sea. And sorry. I'm doing too much over here. Okay, and so I thought, whatever happened with that, right? Because now you hear all these theories, like all these nuts out there trying to hunt, harm, capture, trap, like we do at zoos and everywhere else, where we claim it's for good reason, right? To study, to this, to that. Really, it's for people to pay for our obsessions and addictions is really what it is, to support our habits. And that's all anybody's doing. And what? Sorry, we're having 6 other conversations while I'm doing 6 other things. So it's a challenging morning for me. Bear with me, yeah? So right, mermaids. And so they were flashing me all of this. At the same time, I'm trying to let my mind wander. So I felt like they started to try to lead my wandering, which they know irritates me. And nonetheless, I thought, wow, I wonder if that did happen. And then what happened? Some prideful, arrogant prick, captured one of them and realized, I'm not letting you go back to sea. I'm not letting you go back home. I want to keep you, hoard you all to myself. I thought, oh God, doesn't that sound like man? Boy, does that sound like man. Where it's like nature's like, that's fine. We cross-pollinate all the time. That's what nature does naturally. Bees do this and that, and that's how we come up with new things. And nature creates. And it's not that it's bad that man wants to create as well. It's that man wants to control. There's a difference. And this is why we were given free will, that we can do good with or evil with. Where's it coming from? Is it coming from the love of creation and curiosity, or is it coming from the ego, the one to control, the one to force, the one to... And that's what destroys us every fucking time. Where it's like nothing's bad. It's we make it bad with our ego. Do you like how I got there from the fact that I like to eat salt? Sorry it wasn't as smooth as it was when we were having the conversation, because when I'm having these wandering conversations, I don't talk out loud. And sometimes I do, but it's not the same as like I'm having to consciously think, am I speaking? Am I talking? Can you hear me? I can do it more telepathically with myself and with them, and simultaneously I can do all these little nonsense things I'm doing. I don't have to sit still. But when I talk, all of a sudden it's a challenge. It's a real challenge.
Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.